fast clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing on my How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they shoulder chill. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs as they take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll head...
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check 53. Army.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he'll find his running back here, Richard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. On play action, it's Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Open man here, Neil Sterling, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I threw it to square, but then it went to him. What the?
Great example that not all tight ends are created
I threw it to
equal.
Tyreek
Because
Hill,
everything
and it
was
went to him.
right. Got the completion, but he's
Oh,
not
that's
one of the
because he
more
is
dynamic
square.
guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't.
And this is going to be
Okay, buddy.
picked off by Gary and Conley. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get
Best
it to
run
our
stopper
guys,
in the
please.
game, boy.
No gain on the play there, second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. It's complete to Grant.
Oh, there's nobody watching him, bro.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Carr now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Yeah,
Now Martin works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. To throw his Carr. That's complete to Rashard, the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Richard, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after.
There we go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Carr gonna throw, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium, and nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nope.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident up to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
why is he not in? I can't
22 yards there, a first down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. From the 41, Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Antonio Brown hurt.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
They tried to give me the animation. The animation that I did not want.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Please don't take your favorite.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch.
Russia calling him stupid.
The corner. Safety, they feel like he can win every battle.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 25 yards that time.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Mahomes going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is
That's a whole
incomplete.
flag, bro.
Showed off the arm strength there. But to no avail, second down.
Come on, bro.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
Let's go.
The pace is already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down. Carr now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. This one complete to Doug Martin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was supposed to be defense.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw, it's Carr. And
That was a whole pick to get.
incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete
I
pass,
ain't
brings
killing
him
my
up
picks. I'm still
2nd and 10.
winning, but like, come on, dog.
Throwing again. Carr. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Carr.
Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But they would have had a good pass.
3rd
If I
down,
would have
passing
never
down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Butker now to add the extra point.
No.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
No. You can't use it. But guess what? You want to get it? Tomorrow Friday.
But then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
No, move. No. No.
I see them use your phone.
No.
All it is for one freaking video.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
I'm sure it's not a baby you watching.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
Because they do streaming. Because when I make a streaming.
I'm streaming.
And that's who's streaming.
Mine?
I mean, who's streaming? Who's that? Who's streaming right now?
Nobody. But it's like I just left it on my stream because I was sending Russia calling. I was sending baby D the link.
So I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
nigga, that's also mine. Pretty bad. And plus, Papa told me to charge this stuff.
See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half
Take
runs
on
out.
you,
Let's go
buddy.
So we come upon halftime and what's a 12-point
You act like you just can't use one phone.
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Why did I have a piece of paper, buddy?
Nigga.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded at the 6. Shifts by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
No, dude. Give it here, dude. Give it here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll
which is
wind
mine,
up
buddy.
incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Don't cry,
So
dude.
after the second
Cry.
down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes.
Oh, boy.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. From his linebacker spot, Vontez perfect with a sack.
What?
To me, the defense was a little gas near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did.
No.
And how about this, a fake? But
Why is it giving it to
make the first down
him?
marker. That'll be a
Why
turnover on
with the
down.
kicks?
It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Second and 5 now. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yes, I am.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Wilson's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Yo, what you mean? Because I don't have to use my phone. Nigga, when you first got your phone, dude, you know, nobody takes it. When I take it from you, like, bro, why would you take it? Bro, come on, buddy.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Okay then.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Nigga, just press the thing where it shows you can click back on it, go back on it.
On the board last time, but still
just like how you was doing.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You can
these
do
guys
it
going to
like
chop
that.
into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Martin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the draw, Richard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I tried to freaking slide, bro.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Oh, that's a guy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, it got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes now to throw.
I know we love our jobs.
And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
God, that
Tyreek
is nasty.
Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, it's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and...
Hold on. I don't know if he was setting it up for that.
Make some adjustments.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with
I need
tight
to make
ones.
me happy, make me smile for
To
that.
throw on 2nd and 10, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. It's caught. Nelson. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw, and finding the tight end Wilson. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
More yards, son. No! No! Wait. Yes.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand. and they'll take that.
So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And intercepted. No. Maybe the turning point they need.
No.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
I know I
and they
just
will take over possession of the football
he had the
at their
thing
42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm gonna just keep stripping the
like
ball.
this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Caught here by Griffin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. He completes it to Nelson. A gain of...
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
If she just ran me over,
they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, they're not coming
so
back.
it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I'm finna beat this man so hard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, push them boys back. I'm not kicking no figures around here, buddy.
Holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Thornhill. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead. And another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
You can't throw deep, bro.
To Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rolling to his right. They complete it to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This should be it right here.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Steps away to his left.
This should be it right here. Bang.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. To throw his Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I want to try to challenge it. No, fuck that. I was going to try to challenge it so I can get more yards back because I know I ain't got no 300 yards. Man. Tyreek Hill, I probably got 200.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings there.
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever.
scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Let me see. What? Why is Lee inviting me to a party?
She did it.
No, she know what time it is, cut. Big bitch. Yeah. Feel like a party. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football on.
Up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, let's go!
Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again.
Hey, bro, I don't know about this, bro.
7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year. So you're not assured of going back year after year.
Now they try the right side here.
Go.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit him right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive. If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know,
we hurt people out here, brother.
And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage.
Every time I play a game, some of my people get hurt, so you gotta hurt people back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games.
You got all that shit
starter,
up, boy.
replacing Joe Flacco.
I forgot that
had the hip
Jackson.
issue. That strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On third down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Hill on the return. Powerful running. And spinning now. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now a handoff looking right. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 63 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give just a little bit of space.
Face mask. Defense.
Who face mask? That's Cap. That's Cap.
So that flag will cost him 15.
That's Cap. That's Cap. What you mean? Bro, why did he do that? Bro, this game. Whole 90 overall. Not back for what? They barely put me in beans. They got him out of face mask.
A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And they
Right
work
side
this
never
well
failed me,
upfield
dude.
across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, wow.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Man, that was a good block, bro. That lineman.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession.
As
As
they've
they've
got it with
got
a
1st and 10. Second quarter from Arrowhead,
I'm
it's
just
the
gonna throw the
Chiefs
ball
in
into him.
possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field.
Oh,
Very good
God.
friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason.
He got
And that
injured, so
chemistry, it certainly shows
some
on
of
the
his
field.
attributes go down. That's why he's not as fast. I mean, his attributes didn't go down, but it feel like he did. My mind not running 99 speed.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down.
There you
And all the way to
No.
the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
inside
Lots
zone,
of
bro.
praise on
Just
this
touch it.
drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business. And
he is in. Touchdown,
Why is it him?
Kansas City. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
I was just gonna let him have a 2-point, bro. Cause like, what you doing? Bro, who was that? Who was that? Who dumped that? Was that? But who dumped it? But who dumped it? They let a lineman get a pick. Nigga, you're like my 6th-string wide receiver. Like, why are you even trying to? I know I don't pass you the ball, but like, why? Look what you cost. Now I got Patrick Mahomes out here looking bad now.
Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing
What is he
offensively.
doing? Why is he
Nothing
not
on the
gonna
scoreboard.
do
That's
it?
not a good combination.
I think
I'm
you,
not
now you
sure,
I
buddy.
think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And this winds up a gain of
Locking
4
stuff
to the
up.
41.
But you know the Ravens gonna sign Des Brown to the practice squad if he don't got corona.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that will be
Those were quick.
incomplete.
I don't know why he just not those all the time.
Problem problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
We got this.
Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He is going to find Hill here. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the third game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
But don't tell me this man he did like 3 times.
Normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run.
Yep, he's full again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Gotta do it. I gotta do it.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. But gutsy call there. Yea's at the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Ingram again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Said I let him score.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'm trying to beat this man.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson, and it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
No, you're probably going to have it here.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson.
Where
And they'll
is
take
it?
it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Only get to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
No.
This is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, but usually for...
And he will score.
Oh,
touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
But this was a pass all the way.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We played to win.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
We own them. We own.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And an alley to run.
I don't know if he never took it all the way back.
As he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down. As they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And to give this time to the tailback. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, good move. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Boy, Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This one complete to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists.
The whole freaking wide receiver and tight ends for to be arguing with the coach now.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
Man.
Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the calls.
Let's go.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he
Still
flips
get
on the
this,
tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they try the right side here. Gets going now an opening. 31 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Hyde. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them.